the world of K-pop music.
Yay! It's by us. I'm Tyler.
I'm Gwen.
So we are both from the US, Indiana to be specific, and we arrived here August 25th and we will be leaving December 20th.
Okay, so what is K-pop? So we talked about the Hallyu wave in class being the Korean wave. And so this is really when like BTS was happening, like K-pop was starting to become an industry and they realized like this is good for the economy and this is something we can export. That's also when I feel like recently specifically too, it started becoming a bigger deal like internationally. Like obviously with BTS it became a global thing, but now it's like actually happening. And also, idol culture is a big thing. It's very huge. Fans have a lot of power too, like over the idols, and also just, again, they're the ones going to the concert and buying the merch, so they're important.
Yes, and K-pop is not only ingrained in just, the fans, but all of the soul of Seoul. Hee hee. Basically anywhere you go, you will see traces of K-pop culture, like somewhere, whether that be billboards, advertisements, the train stations, basically anywhere. K-pop is just such a huge industry and it greatly impacts the economy because of the exports of shipping albums or merch to like other countries. Not only that, idols play a huge role in advertisements and brands. You will see them in multiple commercials, as I said, a lot of advertisements in the streets, or even just brand deals in general.
Okay, so our first real experience here in Korea was at a pop-up store. So we both went to the Stray Kids Karma album pop-up store, which was really fun. That was like my first experience like in Korea and just in general, like being a fan and like seeing other fans there, like buying the merch, like having different stores on different levels of the mall. Like there was also like games and like interactive activities. Like as you could see, they had like the mascots and stuff, like in like you could take pictures. So that was really fun and like such a Korea experience.
Yes, I've been a huge Stray Kids fan for like a few years now. I'd seen a couple of their concerts back in the US and also one in London. I had never had a pop-up store experience before though, because they don't really do those in America. I've only seen it as like a here thing, so it was really cool to finally like get to experience the pop-up stores because like I see it online all the time, but I've never experienced it firsthand.
Okay, so now for the fall festival. So, I'm sure a lot of you guys went to the fall festival. I don't know about the concert, but I went the first day. And I really only stayed for like two artists, but it was enough to like experience it and like feel the vibes from like the students enjoying it and also like other people who came. Like I didn't realize like no, K-pop is a thing for everyone, no matter the age or generation. And people were lining up both nights, especially the second night, because I feel like there were some bigger names. So it was crazy to see like the reality of K-pop and even like that it's a big deal for colleges. Like they have K-pop artists come. So that was very cool to see in my first real like kind of concert K-pop experience.
Yeah, and then so for K-pop shops and albums, Gwen and I had went to the K-pop K-Mecca in Myeongdong. It was a really fun experience. It was just a whole store of just K-pop albums, light sticks, photo cards, old and new from like just multiple different artists. It was really cool because we don't really have anything like that back near we live. We might have something like that in the US in general, but not where we're from. So that was both of our first experience in that big of a K-pop shop. And not only that, but like album collecting is a really big part of like K-pop fan culture. So even back home, this photo on the right is my collection from back home. As I said, I'm a huge Stray Kids fan, so that's my whole shelf. I have some plushies and everything. And even here, that photo on the left, that's my current collection that I've been collecting while I've been here. It's just really cool to like get the experience of like collecting while you're in like the place it originated from. So that's just an amazing experience as well. And now moving on to the advertisements, I kind of briefly mentioned this already. So a lot of idols do brand deals, like Felix at Gongcha, for example. He's the ambassador of Gongcha, so you'll see him on all the different Gongcha stores, cups, like the cup sleeves. He's on all of that. And then places like Mega Coffee, they'll do smaller advertisements with groups. Sometimes they'll have ambassadors, but sometimes it's just like if it's their birthday, they'll advertise them. So, for example, in that photo, it is Keiju from Kickflip. It was his birthday, so they advertised him on the building.
Okay, so and lastly is K-pop's daily influence. So fans will do anything to get a taste of their favorite idol. So we visited some of the like the buildings of the companies. So in the left we have the JYP building. In the middle we have the SM building, as you can see. I took that one from far away. And then on the right we have us in front of the YG building. I did get yelled at by the guard for getting too close, but it's fine. Again, fans will do anything for the experience.
Yep.
So that really like we saw other fans while we were out like taking photos of these buildings. And it's so interesting to think that like, oh my gosh, your favorite idol like is in those walls, could be recording their next big hit. So it's definitely a thing from again from the advertisements to like buying bubble tea with your favorite artist to going to the buildings to going to concerts or even like people stalk their idols outside the airport. Like just like the things K-pop makes you want to do.
Yep.
So thank you.
Yes.
감사합니다.
감사합니다.
Thanks for, seeing our project.
Yes.